America's long-awaited verdict against its first ever espionage whistleblower on US soil is finally over. Colonel Denise Lind, the military judge presiding over the court-martial of the US soldier, delivered her verdict in curt and pointed language. Guilty, 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 she repeated over and over, as the reality of a prolonged prison sentence for Manning, on top of the 3 years he's already spent in detention, dawned. However, the one ray of light in an otherwise bleak outcome for Manning was that he was found not guilty of the single most serious charge against him. The charge that he knowingly aided the enemy, in particular Al-Qaeda, by disclosing information to the WikiLeaks website. That in turn made it accessible to all users, including enemy groups. It was not an accusation, though, which everyone took seriously. WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange spoke of his support for Manning, and dismissed the charge of aiding Al-Qaeda.
The controversial aiding the enemy charge against Bradley Manning has fallen away. It was only included, it seems, to make calling journalism espionage sound reasonable. It is not. This is the first ever espionage conviction against a whistleblower in the United States. It is a dangerous precedent and an example of national security extremism. It is a short-sighted judgment that cannot be tolerated, and it must be reversed. It can never be that conveying true information to the public is espionage.
Before the verdict, it was feared Judge Lind would set a precedent by finding Manning guilty of aiding the enemy. Yet her not guilty verdict of the charge will invoke a sigh of relief from news organizations and civil liberties groups, who had earlier feared a guilty verdict would send a chill across public interest journalism and free speech.